Okay, there we go. Let's try this again. Sorry about that. TikTok's breaking up with me before it's supposed to. No. Yeah, I started and it said it wasn't working, so I just signed on again. Looks like we're good, right? Laura Gibbon Vo. That's what it says. Penny, nice to see you. Spreading Sunshine. A lot of familiar names. Ocean Nana, nice to see you. And Vicky, C. My gosh, it's like old home week here, isn't it? How fun is that? Kathy, Gen X, love the Gen Xers. Tracy and Heidi and all sorts of people. Yes, my chosen family, my TT fam, my TikTok family. All right, we will still keep in touch. I promise. I promise. Good morning. Good morning, Gen X. Gen X. Carla Jane, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Oh, hey, this is a little bit to anybody. I know. Oh, hey, so Gen X took pictures of your stuffed animals last night. How'd that go? How'd that go? I will admit, I don't admit like, oh, like I'm confessing something. I gave my Felix teddy bear a smooch and a kiss on the head because I was thinking of so many people struggling with their multiple stuffed animals and thinking how I was really glad that I kept him. So I was thinking of you, Jen. So and damn it, Donna is giving you a nice couple of hearts and whatnot. So good for you. Really quickly, for those of you, I know there's only a handful on here, and I may repeat it a couple of times. And I was thinking of you, Carla, because I think you said you either last night you printed out or you wrote down all the TikTok lives I was going to do this week. One of them is going to change. One of them is going to change because the one on Wednesday, one of the ones on Wednesday is going to change. I haven't figured out what time though, because here's seriously what happened. I was washing my hair in the shower, and then I realized I was going away this week, and my hair grows pretty quickly, and it's fairly thick. And I was thinking, when is my next haircut? Because if it's after I get home from my trip, that's going to be a while yet. And then I thought, oh crap, you know what? I know it's, long story short is, I had scheduled my haircut appointment, and it showed up on the wrong calendar. Just the way I do it on my phone, if I don't do one extra step, it puts it on a calendar I don't even have. So I'm letting everybody here know that I'm going to be updating it. So if you are on the Destination Decluttered email mailing list, you have the link to the hidden page where you can find out the schedule of my TikTok lives this week. And I'm doing a lot of them. This today is only one of 4. I am doing this because we may not have TikTok at this time next week. And I'm going to be bummed about that. I won't even be here. I'll be gone like next week because I was already planning on traveling. But I share with you, if you're on the mailing list and you went to the secret page and you saw that I was scheduled for multiple TikTok lives, please know that the one that was happening in the afternoon, in the early afternoon on Wednesday is going to change, okay? So please know that. Also, if you're new here and you're just meeting me, kind of never seen me before on TikTok, hey, my name is Beth. I'm a decluttering life coach. My coaching is called Destination Decluttered, and I have a mailing list that I'm encouraging anybody who likes what I'm doing to get onto, kind of like a life raft, if TikTok goes away. I take care of my people. I am not going to let us disconnect. I'm going to keep us connected. Get yourself connected, writing on the wall. Stereo MCs? Anybody? I don't know. I think that is. Regardless, DestinationDecluttered.com is my website. That's like a good public place to start for everything. I'm also going to be mostly on YouTube, I think, but I'm still figuring it out. I will not be adding more Destination Decluttering. I will not be adding more Destination Decluttered content to Instagram or Facebook. I do know that much. But so just a quick kind of announcement because I literally figured this out just a couple of days ago. A couple of moments ago. Okay. So there we go. Thank you. Thank you for my stereo MCs, people. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at that. Yay. Erin and Carla are saying, hey, from one part of the country to the next. I'm outside of Philly. I believe the Birds won last night. So that's a thing if you're a sports person. Good stuff. Okay. Okay. Laura Gibbon Voorhees. See, here's the thing that cracks me up. With the words that we use, it makes me feel It makes us feel a feeling. So Laura, how do you feel that going into the bowels of your basement to today's task? Don't go there. Don't go where the poop is. Go have an adventure. Go exploring. I don't know, maybe, I don't know if a catacomb or a crypt, I don't know if those are better. But the bowels certainly makes you feel a certain way, huh? So, kind of funny. Kind of funny. Okay, there we go. Kat Roby, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Kat Roby's here, everybody. She's got her scheduled Beth Blinders. I will say, Kat Roby, last night I did a TikTok live at night. I did not fall asleep in the process. So if TikTok still remains that I do lives, I may do a couple of ones in the evening. But scheduled Beth Blinders, the SBBs came out last night with some other people. So Kat Roby is checking in. She's declared what she's doing. Clear the laundry floor, bedroom chair, clean the fridge door, and plan the next scheduled Beth Blinders. Awesome. Awesome, friend. There we go. Okay. Yeah. There we go. DestinationDecluttered.com is my website. Did you hear me say .com? That is definitely my Boston accent coming out. Cracks me up. Cracks me up. Okay. How can I help you this morning? What would make our time together the most useful? Think about it. Where are you at on your journey? I hope even this, everybody could stand to calm down, probably. Get yourself connected. Get your energy and your head in the right space. Get your heart in the right space. Get your breathing, your muscles, your electricity, your nervous system. Get that calmed down. Not too calm. I mean, just don't go right back to bed. But if you're all up here, come down here. Doesn't it feel better when you're feeling a little bit more better? Now, there's plenty of crap to feel shitty about. Pardon me. I'm talking about bowels, and next thing you know, I'm saying crap and shitty. It's going to happen. Kimberly, I'm traveling today, and I always overpack. Any tips? Okay. Yes, I do have tips. This is what I say to myself when I think I'm going to overpack. First of all, I can re-wear clothing. Second of all, and this may seem like an odd one, but it works for me, I admit that I'm not going to pack perfectly. I'm going to say I inevitably will pack a little bit too much or the wrong thing. So know from the get-go you may not do it perfectly, and just say I am just going to bring one thing to make sure that I'm ready for anything. I tend to wear a lot of black though. But get curious why you overpack. Overpacking I think so many things, frankly, you guys, if you want the secret shortcut, I think so many things are based in fear. So many unhelpful things are based in fear. Okay? And the fear of not having something when you need it. The fear of wearing the wrong thing. The fear of something. So maybe what you start with is, what am I afraid of? If I'm packing this, what is it? And I say this. Here's a really wonderful thing. This is a great one. Everybody who travels and packs. I found this. I don't know who did this, but I wrote it down. I travel to see the world, not for the world to see me. I'll repeat that. I travel to see the world, not so the world sees me. Everybody you encounter when you're traveling has no idea if you're wearing the same thing over and over again or if it's old clothes, okay? So, notice what you're afraid of, and that can help you. I am traveling, and I'm going to be very coy and just private and not tell you where I'm going, but one of the things I was getting concerned of, because I was looking at TikTok, was like, oh, maybe I have the wrong clothes. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to impress. I'm not out to impress anybody. I feel good about what I wear, and I'm gonna dress for one of my 2 trips for comfort, actually both of them. And I'm not gonna slop around. I don't have a Gap t-shirt, sweatshirt, whatever, or I don't wear any sporting good things, but notice what you're afraid of. That's what keeps you stuck in not feeling good, okay? So try that. Ooh, Damn It, Jonna is offering a book, Traveling Lightly. She says it's great. Why don't you try it? See if that works, okay? Okay. Penny is saying, I wrote down what you said last night. I said a lot of things yesterday. My God. If you would leave it in the rack, ask why it is in the closet. Yes. Thank you for reminding me of that. Anybody who is struggling with too many clothes, play a game. We have fun here on Destination Decluttered, okay? We are going to play a game. It's called This Is Not My Closet. This is a store. This is not my closet. This is a store, of a clothing store. And turn down the volume on the stories you're telling yourself about your clothing. Maybe what you do is you turn up some music or something else. Maybe you're listening to a podcast that can kind of run interference on the unhelpful narrative that's going down, okay? And open up your closet, and instead of telling yourself these stories, pretend you're meeting those pieces of clothing for the first time. Pretend they're on a rack at like your favorite store. And then each one of them, just ask yourself, hey, would I buy this again today? If this was a rack at the store, would I pull this off and put it in my shopping cart? That is one way of thinking differently about your clothing that may make you feel differently about your clothing. And when you feel differently, oftentimes the feeling is going to be different from hanging on and keeping too much and releasing and trying to get to kind of a just right feeling in terms of quantity and quality. Okay? So try that. Okay? I love seeing people getting to know each other in these comments. Please continue to connect with people. I am showing up so much this week on TikTok so I can connect with you, but also because I tend to be a connector. I show up, you guys show up. This is cool. I know that's my part, one of my things in life. But I say, don't just connect with me. Look around the room. Who are people you've enjoyed their comments? Maybe DM them. Maybe wave neighbor. Like maybe you could be next door neighbors for all we know. You know, now I know some of you, because you're my one-on-one clients or you've mentioned what state you live in. I know that we cover the whole country, which is kind of awesome. But connect with people if you think this connection is going to go bye-bye. Okay? User 5379 says, excuse me. They didn't say, excuse me, and burp. Will you keep your TikTok lives on YouTube after TikTok is banned? Oh, hell yeah, they're already on YouTube. And I am actively, this week, one of the things I'm doing is adding many of my already created things to YouTube. I kind of should have started that long ago. I just didn't. But I'm going to make up for it. So yeah, YouTube. Okay. So, here we go. I love this hour. Every day laughs and love galore. Yes, I love to laugh. Laughing and loving are powerful tools. Think of it, when somebody's being mean to you, somebody's trying to scare you and you laugh at them, laughter is a powerful thing. Wah, wah, ha, ha. You're trying to make me feel bad. It's not working. I'm laughing at you, you know? So, okay. So, yay. Yay. Joyce says, good morning, Beth. I got so much done last night. Thank you for all the motivation. Well, you're welcome. But notice, I can give you a gift of motivation. It's up to you to play with that gift, to play with that gift that I gave you, to use that gift, to not just have it sit on the shelf like decorative soaps that get all dusty and stuff like that. Use the gifts I'm giving you if you want. You have them, and I implore you, I encourage you to use the gifts I'm giving you, because that's how you get decluttered. I didn't do anything in Joyce's house. I don't even know where she lives. She did stuff with the gift I gave her. That's the beauty of this. That's how I can sit here in my little home outside of Philly and help you without having to drive to your house. Okay? And this is wonderful, because when you have the power, when you remind yourself that you can do things that you previously were fearful of or dreading, you will get confidence. Confidence. You're going to get confidence, okay? You're going to be confident in your ability to do things even if they seem scary at the beginning. And what you can do about the scary things is laugh at them. Ha! I'm not afraid of you, big pile of laundry. Oh yeah? I'll show you. So laugh, love, have fun. I feel like I'm about to embroider something onto a pillow. But laughter is a powerful tool. Laughter is something you laugh at this in the face of danger. Ha ha! You laugh at your clutter. Look at me. Look at this mess I made. How did I get here? I don't know. But you know what? I don't want to be here anymore, so I'm going to leave. I'm going to get myself decluttered. Get myself decluttered. Writings on the wall, right? Do not de-emphasize your creation of the life you are creating. Okay? And I mean this in the good and the bad. And the facts of life, the facts of life. Okay? There we go. Smitten Kitten also brought up a really good thing too. And here's the thing. If you guys have not seen my recorded TikTok lives on YouTube, one thing that is different from TikTok is that you don't see these comments scrolling by. This is why early on I got in the habit of rephrasing, like speaking them, however you want to call that. That's because when these TikToks are uploaded to YouTube, it will give context to my answers as opposed to just, yeah, I wouldn't show up to that. Yeah, so Smitten Kitten is saying, I've started asking myself, ask yourself questions. Don't be judgy, but ask yourself a question out of curiosity, not judgment. So Smitten Kitten says, I've started asking myself, why did I buy this? And when you ask yourself with patience and non-judgment and curiosity, pause and listen for your answer. Now, Smitten Kitten is saying, mostly it was because the answer came back because I was filling a void. Me too. I was doing that. I was distracting myself from my life and trying to fill my life, fill the hole in my soul, as I used to call it, with stuff, with food, with drink, with things. When I realized that, and that it wasn't working, at least for the long term, I decided to do something different and heal, trying to work on the hole in my soul. And when that started getting smaller, I didn't feel the need to go out and buy stuff. So ask yourself questions, but don't be judgy. Be curious. Be patient. And don't judge your answers either. Just don't be judgy. You don't have a gavel. You're not a judge. Now, Saha Mama Gang is saying, and I'm going to stay-at-home mama gang. I apologize. Would I buy this again today? I'm just mentally looking at my closet being like, I don't know, maybe, probably. Maybe not that big sweater dress. I look like a bag in it, but it was only $7. So one of my reasons I bought it was because it was cheap and it was black. Here's a really bad joke, and please, it's only for comedic effect. I like my men like I like my clothes, cheap and black. No, yeah. So that's one that will not make it to my stage show. Okay, but it was too. Whenever I see the opportunity for a joke, give me any chance, I'll take it, and I'll tell a joke, bad or not so bad. Okay. So, are you my mother? Thank you. I just saw that here. I love this. Erin says, and I'm kind of backing up because this is one of the things I don't like about TikTok that I will not miss, is the fact that it always zoops to the bottom. And zoop is a verb I've decided to go zoop all the way to the bottom. Zoop, there it is. And I have to scroll back. So Erin met a neighbor in my live last night. You both live in the suburbs of Buffalo. And you're both going to shuffle off to Buffalo. Wonderful. Okay. User 537982668 says, I'm going to be missing these lives so much. I will continue to do lives. Do not worry. They just won't be on TikTok if TikTok goes bye-bye. Okay? This is why I heartily encourage you to get on the Destination Decluttered mailing list if you're not on it already. My website, where you sign up for the mailing list, is destinationdecluttered.com. And you scroll down, you zoop down to the bottom of the homepage, you put in your email address, you promise you're not a robot, boom, you're done. When you're on the mailing list, then I can tell you where we are going to show up for a live. Now, this week is limbo. Because, it's not over till the fat lady sings or whatever. Like, we will not know until this time next Monday whether we can sign up on TikTok. And in our world, for me, I will not be in the country next Monday. So I definitely will not be on TikTok, even if somebody comes and saves it at the 11th hour. Okay? So get on the mailing list and do not worry. Yes, ID Princess Beth all day. You're up early, my friend. So funny. Did you notice when I'm looking up here? My body is in the habit, because I've done it for 2 years, of looking up at my what used to be my map of the United States right there. I have since replaced it with a humongous calendar to remind me to travel more. But notice how we can have habits of how we move our body. So you are up early. Now, here's a fun thing. Smitten Kitten says, I have made myself wait to purchase. So notice, pausing before taking action. Pausing, stopping, and saying, hey, wait a minute. Do I really want to do this, or am I being impulsive? Am I trying to grab that? Like, oh, that's going to make me feel better. Now, I think about this a lot of times when I'm trying to, eat better. Am I just doing it mindlessly, without my mind? Or am I being mindful? Mindless on this side, mindful on this side. Good idea. Smitten Kitten. Okay. I have made myself wait to purchase. If in 48 hours I still think about it, I go back. It gives me a chance to reflect. And if I haven't bought anything in 2 months, I haven't bought anything in 2 months. Notice when you give yourself space, and decluttering gives you, both physical space in your home and mental space in your head. When you give yourself the space, that space creates what I call, some people call it the gap. I like to call it like it creates an immediate fork in the road. You can continue going on the way you were going, which was to buy the thing, but now you have an option. You can decide not to. Okay? Are you my mother? Yes, Dr. Seuss, such a good way. Okay. Laura Gibbon Voorhees, I had 2 bags of gift bags. I asked myself, when's the last time I dug out a bag from here? And then she says, and somebody just asked about my Spanish speaking, of which I am very bad at. No. Then she said, adios bags. Adios, bolsas. All right? So, there we go. Melissa, do I light up your life? She said, I brighten my day, but who doesn't want to sing? Well, who doesn't want to sing? I want to sing about the moon and the spoon and the singer. Yeah, working on schedules in retail life. Yeah, working on schedules. Schedule yourself. I will share with you. I look back on my life and I realize how much very early on there was something about me that just railed against being a 9-to-5, like in my mind, a boring 9-to-5. Now, I know I worked 9-to-5 for a number of years, but I really, truly prefer a flexible schedule. So I worked retail for many years, many years. I love being in control of my time. Now, when I was working retail, I wasn't making the schedule, but I liked the variety of different times of day and things like that. So I offer this to you. You can take control of your time. Maybe not all of it. Maybe some of your, you've sold your soul to the company store, as they say. But the time you do have under your control, use it wisely. It is a precious thing that you will never get back. Okay? It is a precious thing you will never get back. Yes. And I actually, Laura Gibbon Voorhees, my mom has always called me a bag lady. I've been a bag lady myself. Such good. Zoo is a verb. Zoop is a verb. Is a verb. Okay, good. I'll use it the next time I do Scrabble. So somebody had said here, are you joining Lemon8 or Blue Sky? No, I will not be on either of those. I can tell you that much. I will give you my reasons so you understand. Actually, this week, and I saw so many people saying, I'm going over to Blue Sky. And so I thought, oh, that's where people are going. I'll go there too. Well, I got there and I quickly realized after I'd set up my account, first of all, I had a hard time figuring out how to shorten destination decluttered because it was only an 18-character thing. So long story short is, to me, and to you, it's readily apparent when you go there, Blue Sky is the same format as TikTok, or excuse me, as Twitter. I was an early adopter of Twitter literally the year it started because I was working in social media at that point. I quickly did not like the platform. It did not give me what I wanted. I did not enjoy it, so I've never been on Twitter. recently. I've tried, and then you know what? Here's the thing. Learn from this. Learn from the places you enjoy hanging out and hang out there more. Learn from the places you don't like to hang out. Don't hang out there. As soon as I got to Blue Sky, I was like, oh, this is just like Twitter. This is not going to do it for me. So I deleted my account. Lemon 8, I've been told, is still owned by the same people who own this thing. So if they don't like the owners of this platform, why? I'm not going to be surprised if, the freaking government's going to be like, no to Lemon 8. I am still researching options. I am telling you, I went to bed last night and there were certain options available. I wake up this morning, my feed is just filled with where are we going to go, where are we going to go? And so do not worry. Do not worry. First of all, you're safe. You will not lose the connection to me and anybody else here who has decided to get on the mailing list. We are connected. So do not worry. The platform goes away, but the connection remains. And trust this when I tell you that things are happening with me. I am doing things behind the scenes to look for a new home for us. Now, the great thing is I already kind of have some vacation properties, okay? I've always uploaded my TikTok lives to YouTube. I can do lives on YouTube, so that would probably be our first thing. Hey, everybody, we're going to show up on YouTube. If that seems cool, we may stay there longer. If there's something better, we may experiment with it. Do not worry. Do not worry about the connections you make here. What I would suggest, don't worry about anything, but take action. Don't just sit there in worry. But this week, you might want to focus some of your time and energy on decluttering your TikTok feed. What do I mean by that? I will tell you because this is what I'm going to do. We know if TikTok's going away on next Sunday, we have from now until Sunday to clean house. We have from now until Sunday to move out. We have from now until Sunday to decide if this house is getting sold, and I'm going to pull the things I want to keep with me because this house is going to get sold with all of my stuff in it unless I move the things I want out of TikTok into somewhere else where it's not going to go away. What does that mean to me? As a creator, what it means is that I'm going to start to look back through my shorter TikTok live videos, the ones that I've posted on my page, and I'm going to start to transfer those over to YouTube. I'm going to start to move them from TikTok to YouTube. I am also, as a user of TikTok, I'm going to look back on all my likes and my bookmarks. And I am going to save the content for those. Now, luckily, I already started to organize those at some point. So for me, they are quasi-categoried. So I suggest to you, instead of taking this end of TikTok laying down, stand up and move around, jump around, jump up and jump down. Actively grab what you can before the inevitable might happen. Okay? What you may realize too is you may have liked or favorited a bunch of things that after a while, maybe you don't even want them anymore. Okay? So, Flamingo Dreaming just joined. Awesome, thank you. 10 minutes of decluttering before work. Idaho Princess, I love it. Haley Cakes decluttered her big medicine box. I love it. Yes. Are you keeping the watermarks when you transfer your videos to YouTube? Vivian's asking. I don't know. However, seriously, you guys, I am so DIY and low maintenance. If they download with the watermark, I'll keep them. If they don't download with the watermark, I won't keep them. I don't care about the watermark. I have reposted TikTok videos for the last 2 years to Facebook and Instagram. Some have watermarks, some don't. I never hide the fact that it's kind of copy and pasted content. But also know that I'm not out there I don't think it matters. I hope that helps. Okay? I love it. Donna says, I live on YouTube, so I'll find you. Yes, I am on YouTube at Destination Decluttered. Wicked easy. I love it. Painting of a Duck already has a list of people who I want to continue following elsewhere. Sarah's making a spreadsheet who follow, and everything is going. It is a task, but it's worth it. It is just like decluttering. It may be work, but this is going to give you peace of mind that you can still find the things you are looking for. I'm doing it myself. Okay? It's going to take some time. Would I rather spend my time this week doing something else? Yes. But if I wait, the window of opportunity closes. Okay? Yeah. Top Heart Mama says I'm going to write down all the recipes I saved. Yeah, I don't want to lose all the content I've created. I'm trying to look where I can send it. Couple of things. You might try YouTube. Somebody this morning I saw said, I don't know, Pinterest. But again, I'm not on Pinterest either. So, all right. So, I heard someone say that they are removing the watermark. Cool. I don't really care. There's some things that I care about and some things I don't. I don't think it makes a difference. Okay? Yeah. Here we go. Haley's asking about the medicine box. Medicine box. I'm thinking of medicine cabinet. Whatever. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting there. Okay, I will look for you there. I will be there. Okay, Haley Cakes, it says, I have one medicine box with one thing of everything. Then I have another box in my closet that acts as extra. Is that still okay, you think? First of all, you don't need to ask for my approval. What works for you works for you. However, what I will suggest you do, and this is good for medicines, this is good for foods, this is good for beauty products. Sometimes, and notice how fear causes you to hold on to more than you are currently using. Okay, everybody. What do you have more than one of? What do you have multiples of? My take on it is we are afraid of not having something when we want it. The fear of lack. So if you have a box of extra medicine, like kind of the overflow, the surplus, the backlog, whatever, take a look and see if any of it has expired. Because sometimes, and this has happened to me both with food and with like medicines and stuff, you buy more than you need at the time. Now, sometimes this happens because it's a buy one, get one free, or it's a wicked sale and you want to stock up. But if you don't use the things within the window of time where they're the most effective, things may expire before you get a chance to use them. Okay? So, yes. So, Haley, that's for you. And also, Haley, this is for you and for anybody else who showed up here, okay? Because I said this earlier, but I'm going to repeat it. As far as it's kind of an admin thing. People on my mailing list, you know that I am showing up multiple times a day for the next 5 days to do TikTok lives. This is to hang out with you as much as possible, but it's also to meet new people and encourage everybody who's interested in going where I'm going to hop on my mailing list. DestinationDecluttered.com is my website. You zoop down to the bottom of the homepage and you can sign up for the mailing list. Now that said, asterisk. Just this morning as I was washing my hair in the shower, I asked myself, oh crap, when's my next hair appointment? And I realized that I had not factored that into one of the TikTok lives. So when you are on the mailing list and you go to the secret page that has the TikTok live calendar, the one on Wednesday early afternoon, the time is going to be changed. I don't know what time I'm going to change it to because I found this out moments before I showed up here, but I'm circling it right now. So this is just so you are not disappointed and you think, oh, well, Beth said she'd be here at a certain time and she's not here. Do you know how important it is for me to keep my word to you? It is paramount. It is. In the last 2.5 to 3 years that I've been doing TikToks, I believe I had to stop a TikTok live once early because I wasn't feeling well. And only in the past couple of weeks, I literally spaced out and totally forgot that I had a TikTok live scheduled. That's out of 500 plus videos. So just trust me, when you think I take care of my people. Okay, it's important to me. Okay. Now, Gina says, if everyone transitioned to Clapper, we can see everyone there. Clapper's on my list. I'm going to check it out. But I don't know yet. And I want to make a decision I feel good about. Okay? All right. So, here we go. I love it. See, Haley got rid of 3 expired Advils. Okay? Stuff does get old. Yes, 3-year-old fever meds. So, notice this. Um, Notice that you may buy something because it's a deal or you're afraid you're not going to get it again. My mother, seriously, in the upstairs hall closet, has like multiple bars of soap because she loved it. And she was like, I'm afraid I'm not going to get it again. And I get that. I get that feeling. However, if you don't use it within the time that it's going to, much like our bodies, and thank you for somebody who says my skin looks good. I thank you for that. I don't know. I don't have any filters on or whatever. We all are decomposing. The things we are buying are breaking down. The fibers in our clothing, the ingredients in our foods, the ingredients in our beauty products, the ingredients in our shampoos. We are decomposing. So if you don't use something, by the time you get to that, like by the time my mother gets to that last bar of soap, it could crumble. Ever done that where you have I'm thinking of what do you call it, like sunscreen, and you go to, and you squirt it out and it's already separated, that may happen when you buy too many things thinking it's going to give you the security. What I say is trust that, and I know this is tough having been through, some people have been through and been brought up by people through the Great Depression in the 1930s, but also us just recently going through COVID. Not being able to trust that what you wanted was at the store, you held on to stuff. Hello, toilet paper. Things are different now. I like to say that I use the store as my storeroom. I like to let things age on that product, age on those shelves, because they're rotating their stock there a lot quicker than I would be rotating it with me with just one person using it. Okay? So I hope that helps. There we go. Awesome sauce. Learning about yourself. I threw away 43 Jell-O cups yesterday that had expired. I learned I buy too many multiples. So learn about yourself. Do something different next time. What I do is all to help you learn more about yourself. Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you. Love what gets you what you want. Change what doesn't get what you want. Notice, I'm in the habit of buying multiples. That caused me to throw away a bunch of Jell-O. I don't want to be a Jell-O thrower awayer and a spender of money that I just threw away. So the next time I have the habit of bringing multiples out, I'm going to stop, hammer time, and I'm going to put some of the multiples back. I'm going to trust that if I want more Jell-O, they will have it at the store. I'm going to trust that it will be on sale again. I'm going to trust that even if it's not on sale and if I really want it, I deserve to spend full price on something that I want. That's it. That's one. That's one for me. Huh? All right, here we go. Yes, it only gives you security if it's something you use regularly and rotate it fast enough. Yes, and the store is my storage because they rotate their stock. They front and face. They have things organized. I am lucky in that I live in an area that I'm close to a bunch of stores. So I can use that. Your mileage may differ, but it's still the concept is the same. And the internet is your store. The internet is your store. If you buy things online, you can wait until you're low and then just hit a feeder button and pop. It goes, it ends up on your doorstep. Okay? Erin, I'll see you later today. Yes, you guys, I'm going to be here another 21 minutes, but then 3 more TikTok lives. Today alone. Okay? So if you're new here, my name is Beth. I'm a decluttering life coach here on TikTok for the time being at destinationDecluttered.com, but also, at Destination Decluttered, and also on YouTube, but my website. The one thing I want all of y'all to do this week, more than anything, is sign up for my mailing list. If you want to hang out with me. If you don't, I'm not going to pressure you to hang out with me. But if you like what's happening here and you feel like you're going to be bummed if it goes away, if TikTok goes bye-bye, you don't have to worry about that. I'm taking care of you. I will be elsewhere, and I'm going to tell you where I am. All right? Now, I love this. Jennifer Lohholm got the kitchen clean. Love it. Yeah, Jelly Bee. Jelly Bee is saying my big downfall was, notice, not is, was. Pay attention to your words and if they're in the past, the present, or the future. My big downfall was taking hotel soaps and shampoos only to have them sit in my bathroom for years. So notice, you brought something into your life. Ooh, this is free. Oh, I'm going to take it. I'll use it someday. You thought you were going to do something with an item that you brought into your home, and then you discovered you weren't doing that thing for whatever reason. Hopefully you learned from that so that the next time you're in a hotel, you don't bring that stuff home. I have weaned myself from that habit as well. I have learned to trust that there will be soap in the next hotel. I have learned to trust that I don't have to save it. I mean, sometimes, I'll be honest with you, I don't like to waste things. So I have occasionally, if the bar of soap is really nice, I will take the soap home, but I will use it. Okay? But notice what you do and don't beat yourself up if what you thought you were going to do didn't happen. Learn from it. Do I still want to do that? So in the past I did that. Now I'm realizing it didn't work out the way that I thought. So I can change what I do now so my future is different. Okay? Hope that helps. All right? Now, I love this because I'm going to do, as I said, today my day is pretty not chock-a-block full, because I do not chock-a-block full my schedule. I schedule things, I schedule time off. I schedule things, I have a gap. I pace myself. And Painting of a Duck is saying, I'm excited because I can declutter with you, later today without my family around. I love it. Penny has already got her alarm set for the next one. Yes. And notice the difference between fear of lack, fear of it not being there, and trust. Trust it will be available when I need it. And if I don't have it with me, I can get it somewhere. Somebody was talking up thread about overpacking. I trust that if I forget something, that I can get it somewhere. Unless I'm going to the wilds of, the jungle, I can probably buy some toothpaste. And they probably even have toothpaste in the jungle. Toothpaste in the jungle, that sounds like a good song name, huh? Yeah. Yes. So Gina is saying, if it's a great sale, I may only get to use one extra by the time I use both. It's on sale again. Yes. My husband does this all the time, and it kind of irks me. He knows it, though, because it's like he will fall prey to the buy one, get one free of the things that we don't use often, and then we end up throwing away the thing because we've had it for 2 years, but we never needed more than one. So sometimes a sale is not a sale if you end up not using the thing. Good morning, Julie McIntyre from Albuquerque. I love it. Oh, interesting. They just announced that they banned all those travel size soaps and things at hotels. Interesting. Yay, Cat Roby, check mark. Marathon Metal, laundry room floors. Marathon Metals fell and I rehung. Not ready to donate all, but donating some. Love it. Nobody says you have to do all of it. I just encourage you. Notice the difference. You got to do it all. No, you don't. But how you do it all is by starting with doing some. So even if you start with some and you're done and you say, I feel good, yay. But if this helps you get all of them done, that's also how you start. Okay? I love it. Kaylee Cakes is saying, I have all your lives on my calendar and alerts for them. Okay, remember the one on Wednesday early afternoon is changing. Just mind. T Prada is saying, when time is your next live stream? Now this is when I'm going to be coy. Because I'm not going to tell you. I want you to find out for yourself, because if you're interested enough to go to my next TikTok live, you may be interested in my getting on the mailing list. So if you want to know when my next TikTok live is, and I've done this for months, get on my mailing list at destinationdecluttered.com. And if you don't, then maybe you'll see me on TikTok just, by happenstance. Okay? So destinationdecluttered.com. I see some people have signed up right away. This is awesome. I don't spam you. I don't sell things to you. The only thing I sell, honestly, is I do one-on-one paid coaching with clients over Zoom. If you're interested in that, I'm happy to tell you about it, but it's pretty plain on my website that's what I sell. That's my product, but I don't push it on you. If you're interested in it, you're going to ask me about it. Okay? So there we go. Oh, excellent. Ocean Nana. You are making such good progress. And how odd was it this morning not to meet up, huh? But it was okay. I was able to take a shower. Oceanana says, I took my samples of cosmetics, skincare, hair care, etc. to the Veterans Center, and they were thrilled. Okay. Yes. Jojo was asking, no, you don't just send me an email. Please don't send me an email. You can. This is what you do. This is how you do it. Go to my website, destinationdecluttered.com. Zoom down to the bottom of that homepage. There is a form there. The form has 2 fields. One is put your email address here. The next one is prove you're not a robot. Then you hit submit. That's all you have to do to get on my mailing list. Okay? And as Mosey says, I can attest she does not send junk mail or a lot. No. Why would I want to clutter up your email box if I'm a decluttering life coach? Okay? I also hate getting a lot of impersonal emails. Every email you get from me is handcrafted. Is me being like, hey, you know what? This might help some people. Let me jot it down and just send it off right now while I think of it. Okay? There we go. I'm backing up. I missed some things. So where we go. Top Tart Mama says, thanks for calming me down about losing TikTok and trusting that you will be keeping this group connected. Yes. Trust is so important. Any of us who have learned to not trust people know how imperative it is to feel a sense of trust. And that is so important to me, both personally and professionally, that you don't have to worry about a thing. Because I know what it's like to not trust people, and it took me years to heal from that. I never want to have somebody not trust me. Things may happen. As I said, in the past 2 years, I cut a TikTok live short and because I was feeling sick. And a couple of weeks ago, I literally my schedule changed. A couple of clients scheduled around it. My brain said, and this was the thing, I relied on my brain, not my schedule. My brain was like, oh, I have until 1 o'clock today to do some stuff. And I was getting into things. And all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, I was supposed to do a TikTok live. And then I immediately found out and I jumped on. It was okay. All right. Hey, I love it. Nellie Blythe by Design says, just put good Play-Doh, the good Play-Doh, in a donate instead of keeping. And my granddaughter gave me the thumbs up. Yes. Kathy is saying, I made it a point this past weekend to clean out 2 closets. It felt so good to declutter. You guys, I do not show up to encourage you to do something that is painful. Pretty much everybody who shows up in the TikTok lives and my one-on-one clients and all these things that we do, the decluttering parties, all the fun stuff we do here with Destination Decluttered, people say, oh my gosh, it feels so good to have less clutter. It feels so good, and you are the one that made you feel good, you know? So, you do that. Feel good, okay? You can make yourself feel good. I love it. Linda Mosergear gave her unwanted nail polishes to a nursing home. I love it. I also love, I got to share with you guys, thank you so much for helping out your fellow kind of person in the comments when I'm busy. Thank you for answering their questions. Notice how we are all here to help each other. You're helping me by answering the question in case I don't get it. You're helping that other person by answering their question. So I say this to you to say, even if you are struggling with something, you still can help somebody else. And this is how we make a better world. Just you and me, we are the world. Is saying, I may be struggling with something, but I can help you with that. Collaboration. It's togetherness, not a whole hierarchy, oligarchy, top to bottom thing. I right now consider myself like the hub in the spoke of like an old wagon wheel, you know, hankering for a hunk of cheese and all that. But I'm the hub. There are spokes, but it's not like I'm at the top and you guys are down the bottom. Screw that stuff. That's how we got into so many messes as humans throughout history and today. Okay? Michelle is saying, your emails are wonderful and light. I'm always happy to see them as opposed to everything else. See, that to me is like one of those things like, oh, hey, check it out. I got something for Beth. Not like, oh, here's the thing she felt obligated to send every week. You know? I love it. Vicky C says, Beth's one-on-one coaching was so beneficial. You get her all to yourself for an hour. Yeah. What you do, Stacy Babish. So thank you, Vicki. It was so much fun working with you, and you are doing so good. I'm so proud, and you're feeling it too. You don't need me to tell you it because you're living it. You're living it. Stacy says, I am on the mailing list. Do I log in to see TikTok live schedule? You go to the secret page. And if you don't know where the secret page is, go back to that very first email I sent you in your welcome email. And also, I typically refer to the secret page in any of the emails that I send. It's the resource. What I did, if you think about it, instead of saying, go here for this and here for that and here for that and here for that, I decluttered it. I said, go to this one place, go to this one drawer and open it up. There's your habit tracker. There's your TikTok schedule. There's how to sign up for a coaching consultation. There's an invitation to the party. All of those things are in one drawer. So you don't have to figure out all these places. You just go to the one place. And that one place starts with going to my website, destinationdecluttered.com, and getting on the mailing list to get the link to the secret page. Okay? Now, I do this because I want you to want me. I want you to be part of. I want you to take baby steps to help yourself get it. I cannot convince you. I want you to feel good about wanting to take a step to help yourself with clutter. Okay? I love it. This is great. Kayla Bear says, my sis and I inherited small bowling trophies, and sis kept hers in the refrigerator. It's a conversation starter. I love that. Have fun with the stuff. Yeah. Here we go. Bobby Dugas, these, and trust me, I tend to be probably overly optimistic, but I also make a plan. These may not be our final days together on TikTok, but if they are, I'm making the most of them, and I'm making a plan. I'm not going to spend my time lamenting. I'm going to spend my time connecting and creating content and telling people that just because the platform goes away doesn't mean we're still not connected. You guys remember MySpace, right? We survived the MySpace migration. We will survive this. I will survive. I have truly, thoroughly enjoyed TikTok. It has changed my life for the better on so many levels. I can't even. But like all good things, sometimes they come to an end. So instead of crying about it being over, I'm going to be glad it happened, and I'm making sure that the good stuff that happened, as much as I can, I'm going to make sure it continues to happen after this site goes dark. Okay? There we go. And EKBM says, BPM, while we may lose this platform, we retain the knowledge we've accumulated from it. We've got this. Yes. Yes. And how nice of it. Thank you, German Maid. That's why we worry when we don't see you. You're so reliable. Yes, it really felt nice that people were like, hey, are you okay? Is everything right? You said you were going to be here. That was really kind of you. And it was just an honest mistake. This is why when people are running late to their consultations or their coaching, I'm never being like, there's something's bad's happened. I reach out and I say, hey, is everything okay? I'm just checking. I just want to make sure you're all right. Because I get it. You're running late and stuff like that. Sometimes you got to pee. Okay? All right. There we go. Jojo just sent up. And oh, cool. A bunch of people are signing up too. I promise I will not misuse your email address. I will only use it for good and not evil. Okay? Here we go. I'm backing up and I've got about 6 minutes left. Now I love this. Notice how when you declutter, it can make it easier to then put your things away. Laura Gibbon Voorhees is paring down the gift bag bins, and it has allowed her to access the shelving where the Christmas stuff is going. Now, this is interesting because I was working with a one-on-one client, not last week because they couldn't show up, but the week before. And actually, I'll throw this out to you. It's actually a woman and her elderly mother. So if your mom and you want to declutter together, you can sign up for coaching together as long as you're sitting on the same couch. I can help you with it. I guess technically you could be in two different places. It's usually better if you're there with them, but regardless. We realized that they wanted to put the Christmas away, but in order to put the Christmas away in a way that felt good, we actually needed to start working on a closet together. So notice, sometimes you need to work somewhere else to make space for the stuff you want to put away. Now, I love this. Stay at Home Mama Gang says, I did a cleanup video the other day and everything had a place. So it was so much easier to tidy up. Yes, please know this about me. I don't want to make you work any harder than you already are. I think right now you're working too hard and you're not getting the results you want. The way I show you how to declutter and teach you, and I do it myself, it's so much easier than ever before to do it. And it's so much easier to clean your house because your house doesn't get that messy. Now, cleaning versus, I say clearing your house, decluttering your house has never been easier before. So I show up to make your life easier and so you feel better. And then, frankly, that you have more time in your home, that you're not spending all your time cleaning your home and decluttering it. You get it done, you have a process that works, and then you spend more of your precious time on the planet creating a better world for yourself and others. Okay, that's what I want. Okay, so Classy Texas Lady is saying, I organize my guest room and still have so much in the house to do. You do, but guess what? You have less to do than you did before, right? You know? So notice that. Yeah, there are miles ahead of you. You're not there yet. But man, you are closer. You are one room closer. You have chunked it down. If you had a list of rooms that you needed to declutter, one of them is now off the list. Your list is shorter. Do not get overwhelmed by the road ahead. When you do, you're just going to shut yourself down. What I say is look in the rearview mirror and congratulate yourself on what you did. Learn how you did that and repeat it with the next room. Then cross that one off the list. Lather, rinse, repeat. Okay? Do not overwhelm yourself. If you start to overwhelm yourself, calm down yourself. Okay? There we go. Kat Roby's going to do some game nights. Love it. How does one get over the habit of putting blinders on and distracting self otherwise? You know what? I only got 3 minutes, but I will say this. I think putting on blinders is good when you're focusing on something that's going to make your life feel better. However, when you're putting on the blinders to ignore the stuff, that's just making you feel temporarily better but permanently worse. So notice when you're putting your blinders on. Kat Roby puts her blinders on to the outside world when I'm on TikTok Live, but she just doesn't sit there and look at me and avoid the clutter. No, she has me on in the background and she declutters. So you can do the both. I'll be honest with you guys. One of the things that's making it so much easier for me, and now I got to think of what to do now, but that I truly enjoy, much like you do, scrolling on TikTok. Act is just kind of, clicking the clicker. I've always loved that. It is making it easier for me to show up on the treadmill down the basement when I know I can be on the treadmill and scroll on TikTok. So notice where you can use your blinders for good and when you're using them for not so good. Okay? Yay. Oceanana, I did miss our time together this morning. However, I'm so grateful for the time we had together. Yes, I totally feel that Carol Burnett song coming on. But what I will say is the best thing you can do is take the lessons you learned and continue to practice them. It's like you got your driver's license, but now you're really learning how to drive on your own. Okay? Yeah. Classy Texas Lady is saying, I'll never get it all done. Overwhelm? Yeah, stop. Don't try to get it all done. Try to get some done. Okay? Yes, enjoy the spaces you do get. Now, you guys, I know there's some things. I am back today multiple times. Multiple times. If you want to find out when I'm showing up again, sign up for my mailing list. My mailing list is at my website on the internet. That is destinationdecluttered, all one word, .com. Zoop down to the bottom of the homepage, fill out the form. It's just your email address, and I'm not a robot. Boom, you're going to be on the list. You will get an automatic email that will have a link to the secret page. And the secret page has the schedule of when I'm going to show up and do a TikTok next. Okay? I got to sign off. I have coaching and consultations until then. This has been a pleasure. Let's do it again. And the next time I show up, get some decluttering on your schedule so you can make this. Okay? I will see you next time on The Muppet Show. Okay?